Yeah, it wasn't it. It wasn't it, and I should be okay that it just wasn't it. Hello, darlings, and welcome to Performance Perspective, where we watch different performances and then we share our perspectives. If you're new here, hi, I'm Care Darling, and if you're not, welcome back. Today, we are talking about things I do not recommend. And this says a lot because one of my favorite movies is 27 Dresses. So if I say this show is no good, that says a lot. The thing is about this episode, there's only one thing one movie I don't recommend, and I'll say why. But in the future, by the end of each month, I'm just going to go ahead and list my don't watch this, not recommended, don't waste your time. Now, if you decide I'm going to go see it anyways, good for you. I think why not? Sometimes I'll watch something and I'm like, man, I did not enjoy this. I don't want other people to waste their time. And some of you darlings are way ahead where hey, this isn't good. So why would you come and watch my episode about something you know that wasn't good? So we're just gonna put them all together. But today is my first not recommended episode, and there's only one thing I'm talking about, which is 13 the Musical. I know, because I'm a huge Jason Robert Brown fan. He's one of my favorite composers. The last 5 years, wonderful. Anything that he's done, Parade, I just love how his music in a way becomes a character in the musical and things like that. So then I was like, 13 the Musical, how did I not know that this was on Broadway and was made into a movie on Netflix? It's got Deborah Messing. I'm in. And I watched it and I was like, oh gosh, I don't know about this. I just don't know. So in case you don't know, 13 the Musical is about a boy and his mom that are going through something pretty big in their life, which is one, the mother is divorcing his father, and also he's turning 13. So he's about to have his bat mitzvah. So it's about him growing up, becoming a man, but also going to, I even forgot, the Midwest. The thing that was bugging me about this movie is that how it was written is as if the kids were making adult jokes. Now, I don't mean inappropriate jokes where I'm like, the adults say that. No, it was just too mature for them. So, for example, there was a joke that the boy says where he goes, my dad's having a midlife crisis and I'm out here in the Midwest. And I'm thinking, well, that probably would have been better if the mother said this, right? Again, that's just like a preference I have. And also, I don't know, I think there's something unlocked as well where I'm like, I don't know about these kids acting as adults. If anything, I would be interested in like a teenage experience, and it just seemed very superficial where it's like, I want to be popular and I'm not fitting in. And Josh Peck as the rabbi, I don't know why in my head I was like, why is the rabbi so young? Like, I would think it was someone older, wiser, and also someone that turns into a father figure since the father wasn't there. And again, with the storyline, it doesn't make sense to me why the son's like, all right, dad, I forgive you. Thanks, fist bump, all this stuff. I just found myself lost because it's like he's upset at his mom because they moved, but then he's understanding of why they moved due to their dad. And so his anger keeps being misplaced. And then there's just like all these things going on with him in his school. And I never felt like a storyline was necessarily complete or it was just rushed. Now, this could be because it's the movie and not what was on stage. By the way, if you look at the original cast, there are so many people in it that I'm like, wow, as far as where their careers went, what shows they end up on. That's something I think it's interesting. Do I think the kids aren't talented? They are. I just wasn't a fan of the storyline. And I will say this, I love Deborah Messing. I love her. And when she sang, something I actually was like, thank goodness, was they kept her vibrato. Now she has like I would say like that vintage vibrato of like, it's like mine, okay? It's like mine. My vibrato's very slow. And so when I heard hers, I was like, Yes, thank you for keeping in like that traditional sound versus, you know what? Why don't you just hold it and then it's all sounds like pop, you know what I mean? And I like that she used her voice. And yeah, so that was something I actually appreciated about it. Just, you know what? You could watch her video of her singing, but you don't have to watch this movie. It really just wasn't it. I found myself getting annoyed, and I had to check myself because I was like, maybe I'm just annoyed of kids. And then I realized no, because I enjoyed Matilda. I have notes about Matilda, but I enjoyed it as far as kids were being kids and they were having real life issues through, you know, a child's lens, and instead of 13 the musical where it's like these kids, they just sounded so mature to the point where it was obvious that it was an adult that was writing the script and they were just repeating lines, that they were just saying their lines but not necessarily understanding what that line means. Okay, darlings, yeah, that's about it. This is the one thing I just like, this wasn't it. It just was not it, okay? I don't recommend it. Have you seen the stage show and then the movie and you're like, yo, let me know, is the stage show just way better or is it just not as good as I think it is? Because I'm not going to lie, I don't even want to go see the stage show. That's how much the movie kind of gave me the ick. So yeah, that's something I'd like to know. If you do end up go and see 13 the musical on Netflix, come back here, let me know your thoughts. Maybe you liked it. Let me know what was it about it that you liked. Or maybe you're like, dang, Care, I should have just listened to you because I kind of wasted my time. And I'd be like, yes, I know. Anyways, darlings, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. And without further ado, take care, darling.